student of the game here. So we got Jay Cutler. He's recently filing for divorce. Things are not going well with his wife, Kristin. We're going to get into it. There's a lot of stuff that we can learn from this, guys. So before we get any further, guys, don't forget to subscribe. You're not going to want to miss another student of the game video, and that's facts. Also, turn on notifications. Like I said, guys, we got a lot of good content on the way, so y'all definitely check that out. All right. So Jay Cutler, these last few months, really years, but we're going to say last few months, he's really hasn't been looking too good. He does not look good. He does not look healthy at all, and I know that they definitely filed for divorce, but quarantine, I feel like, had a lot to do with this, because they've been together, for a while, and they've been doing their own thing. He's been playing football. He's been on the road. She's been doing her thing. She got some businesses and stuff like that as well. So they've been doing their own thing. But now that they're home, a lot of times when you're with somebody for a long period of time, you start aggravating them. They start aggravating you, that type of stuff. So, we can see this here in this situation. She says that they just kind of started drifting apart. But it's funny, that she says that, but earlier, they're going to have a divorce earlier, but, things settled down, as they say, and they decided not to. All right, this is back in 2019. She herself, she wanted a separation, but she also wanted to buy a house with his money. She has businesses and stuff like that, but obviously he has more money than her, or she just want to spend his money, She wants to spend his money, and she want to keep her money to herself. This is how it is when you a beta male provider. You guys see what I'm saying here? She want to spend your money. All right. So they're going through all this, and they got 3 kids as well. Like, that adds a little bit more stress, because they're fighting a custody battle. Now, women usually win these custody battles. It's very biased. It's very biased to the woman, because they automatically assume that the woman will make a better primary caretaker. They assume that automatically. So it's a lot harder for dudes to put themselves in a situation where they will get joint custody, But the fact that he filed first, he has an advantage, and there's a lot of other things, the fact that he's wealthy and that he's home and he's retired, quote unquote. He might go back, he might go back to find his purpose, or he has to find something else to do. So he might go back, but it seems like he's kind of done right now. So they got 3 kids. They're young kids too. 7, one's 4, 1, 3. So they're some pretty young kids, and they're fighting the custody battle. Regardless of the case, she's gonna get paid. She's gonna get paid with his money, but they have a prenup, so it depends on the amount. Now she wants this house, and she wants him to afford the house. She has her own money, but it's a $5.5 million house. He doesn't want to afford. He don't want to pay for this. When stuff go bad, women get spiteful. They get angry. They want to destroy what you got. If they know that somebody else is going to enjoy that, some other woman's going to enjoy that. So they want to take it. They want to enjoy it. They want to break down what you built, or take as much as they can. You understand? They want to take as much as resources as they can if they're not going to be with you. All right? This is just 101 here. All right? The way that they have the law set up, it makes it very easy for them to do this. It makes it seem like it's right. It doesn't aid them in behaving. It doesn't aid them in trying to play appropriately or trying to play fair when they don't have to. All right. So all this is going on. She wants this house, and the thing is, the court system actually granted her permission to buy the house, even though, despite the fact that they have 2 other homes, that one that he said that he would give to her, but no, she wants another house. She wants a house that he will afford, that he will purchase, her house. a $5.5 million house, and he's gonna afford it. Being in a situation like this is toxic, and it's, he couldn't stand it. He knew that he was gonna lose something. And he is losing something here. But guys, it's better still to leave. Your health is more important than staying with somebody just to stay with them, or you're afraid to be alone yourself. So because of that, you're staying with her. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're pinched because you don't want to lose half your stuff, etc. Like, if you're in a marriage or if you're in a relationship, if you know it's not going well, just end it. Do not put yourself in a situation where you're literally just hanging in there just because, even if you have kids, like, you still should leave. You shouldn't be just thugging it out for the kids. Yes, they're important, you love them, but at the same time, you have to remember that at the end of the day, you're a man, you should be respected. All right, you should be respected in your own house. You should be respected, and if people are not respecting you, you're gonna be walking on eggshells, especially if you are afraid to leave. And she knows this. Like, just imagine how she's been acting, knowing that she gonna get some of his stuff in a divorce. Granted, he does have a prenup, but those be getting tossed out. Now, I don't think this one will get tossed out. I think it'll hold up because she doesn't have enough proof that he tried to sabotage the relationship or anything like that. But granted, you shouldn't be putting yourself in a situation where you feel like you're not valued. And as a beta, you are going to be like that. You're going to be just looked at as a meal ticket. That's all. Have you paid the bills? Have you bought that? Did you get this? That's all you hear. You don't hear, oh, you look good today. You don't hear none of that. I'm not saying that you need affirmation, or I'm not saying that you should need validation, because that's for women. But I'm saying you can tell it's never enough. You're just never good enough for her. It's because you're in a beta position. You've been in a beta position from the very beginning. Guys, I recommend that y'all dating chicks, y'all talking to chicks, especially if you're going to be in a long-term relationship with her, that you actually care about her, and that one, she actually cares about you as a person. Not just because, oh, she cute. This is somebody that you're going to be spending a lot of non-sexual attention with. And if you're spending all this time with her and she's not valuing that, it's not good. It's not good. You could be focusing on leveling up yourself, taking that time and putting it into yourself so that you could become better. But you're investing a lot of your resources and your time into her as well, and she's not reciprocating that. You know what I'm saying? So do not, be mindful of that. Be mindful that you don't have to stay. There's no reason for you to. Granted, there is a reason for you to, but you have to be a man. You have to be strong. You make certain decisions. You chose to get in a relationship. You chose to have kids. You have to be strong. You have to be mindful of that. If you're not ready for that, do not go into it. It doesn't matter what it is. You think it's small, one thing leads to another. If you already got your emotions involved, it's hard for you to think very clearly, guys. And granted, he was talking to her for a long time, but even then, like I said, when you got your emotions involved, things change. I just thought we could learn a lot from this. All right, student of the game out.